What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, just hanging out down here on a Saturday, doing some cleaning in the museum. And after reading some comments yesterday on one of my videos, one of my awesome subscribers suggested that I do an updated video on a museum tour. So I said, you know what, that's not a bad idea. And I'm down here anyway, doing some straightening up. And as you can see, guys, it's a mess. It is definitely a mess. But you know what, guys? I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm surrounded by thousands of toys that I absolutely love. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. So I figured we would do a tour, or I should say an updated tour, just to let you guys see what we've been up to, or judging by this mess, guys, what we haven't been up to. It gets really crazy here in the museum, and I'm finding new ways to store stuff and stack stuff and keep everything in its proper place at the same time, if that makes any sense at all, guys. As you can see, there was at one point some chronological order going on here, and now there isn't. You know, I got some Sons of Frankenstein figures and some regular Frankenstein figures, of course, call off Mego figures over here. There's my Creature of the Black Lagoon right there. And then I swing over here, and we got some more earlier Megos, the Green Shirt Kirk, still one of my favorites of all time, the Face of the Screaming Werewolf, the Red Plaid Werewolf. And then you got some Son of Frankensteins, and behind that, without creating a tidal wave here, I got a ton of my favorite Green Frankenstein figures. And then you have some Rocketeers there. What's behind him? Some Romulan Commanders. Here's some of my test figures for videos. Green Shirt Kirk. There's a Romulan right there. There's a few more loose figures. Yes, guys, there are a few loose figures here at the M.I.B Master Toy Museum. There are. You guys saw a video on this big boy right here. My Humvee. It will not sit here. When I get a new vehicle, I'll keep it on display for a while because it's new for one, but I enjoy looking at it. But it'll go to the vehicle section of our museum, which is really just storage area. But I know once I put it over there in that area, and until I get more shelving, it won't quite be on display like this. So I tend to enjoy it when it's like this. But it's one of my favorites from the World Peacekeepers. And you guys saw that video on that. I've been hearing a lot of people, collectors, are still looking for the first Mego Dracula figure. It is worth getting. The very first one I got of this guy was from eBay, and that's how scarce he was when he first came out. And guys, you know all about that. But I would go on to find 3 more at Target way back when he first came out, about 6 months after the initial release of this figure. But that's how difficult he was to find. Very extremely to this day. And it's almost impossible to get him off, or it was almost impossible to get him off of Target's website, because now he doesn't, he's not there anymore. But when he first came out, almost impossible to get. I was talking to some of my collector buddies. Definitely would like to see a 14-inch $6 million man Bigfoot figure. But for now, I'll be happy with my Biff Bang Pow version of Andre the Giant as Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot. Guys, I don't have a rhyme or reason what I keep here, but in some cases there's an exception. My G.I. Joe smoke jumper is one of those exceptions. Found this guy at a Kmart. Now, whether he was a Kmart exclusive remains a mystery, but this is honestly back in 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Very difficult to find this guy. This gentleman is very, very difficult to find. You find him, definitely purchase him. But watch the prices, guys. People will try to price this figure extremely high. Look what I paid for it back in 2002, 2003. $19, almost $20. More stuff over here. NECA stuff. The NECA 3-pack here. The Creep Show. This wall is completely dedicated to the J. Piscopo figures, Commander X figures, and the other beautiful figures that he came out with in the early 2000s. There's my black bat. Sorry guys for the glare. I keep everything as clean as I possibly can, and because of that, you get that glare. It's one of my favorites, the Bullet Knight. More storage area. You saw this, my BTS figures right here, guys. I get teased a little bit about having these BTS figures, but I'm a collector, guys. Sue me. Another cool G.I. Joe that's just waiting to be placed somewhere. What is this? This is my Jungle Tunnel Rat. Flash figure. I got 3 of these guys. I have 3 because I dropped one and bent the card, the corner of the card. So my M.I.B. illness wouldn't allow me to deal with that. So I purchased a brand new one as well. So now I have 3. A little down here, a little closer down here, you have more Toy Biz Marvel Famous Cover Series figures here. My Army Man. My 100-piece Army Man set. Still looking for somewhere to put it, but as you can see, I keep my bubble wrap. This is a good thing for bubble wrap. It really helps if you have to sit stuff on top of things. Bubble wrap is the best. Protects everything. What else we got over here? 14-inch. You know, with the new 14-inch figures coming out, we're going to see how that looks. My Lex Luthor, Wonder Woman, both Jokers. Look at this, my Sergeant Savage with the VHS tape of a cartoon. How cool is that? Some gifts from my good buddy Lou. Lou, this is where I keep it at, man. Lee's Comics. I do a lot of business with those guys. Some more G.I. Joes there in the back there, off in the cut there. You can see way over there. Not much has changed in this room per se. There's my Robbie the Robot. Let's see if it still works.
For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
I got two. You can see my other one here in the back. Right behind my favorite, one of my favorites, and very hard to find, Salute to the Chiefs G.I. Joe set. This was a birthday present last year from my wife. Another hard to find one, the 40th anniversary Foot Locker with the 1964 action figure with all the items there. One of my favorite Supermans. There's my Adventure Team Search for the Yeti figure. My Star Wars figure back over there. My Wampa versus Luke Skywalker. Still one of my favorite sets from Star Wars. Let's see here. Let's swing around. We saw these guys. My Normandy Ranger. My G.I. Joe Collectors Club 35th anniversary Adventurer. Let me see if I can. It's a little tricky. You can see still in the packaging. Smells great. Smells fantastic too. I don't know what the plastic is made out of, but it's super brand new, super clean smell to it. Normandy Ranger, just show you how minty fresh these guys are. Never been out of their bags. My talking action soldier. Let's take a look at this guy. Another club exclusive. Minty fresh. Never, still wrapped in his bag. Never been outside of his bag. There's the batteries. I like the fact they put the batteries like that. It's my action soldier. I need the other two though. I believe it's the sailor and the pilot that I'm looking for. So here's the Marine. Beautiful boxes too. Let me see if I can get this out for you. Hold on. I'm right-handed. I'm trying to do this with my left hand. But I'm trying to do it in a way where I'm not gonna disturb anything. I'll show you these. I don't open this much. Minty fresh. Minty fresh. There's the batteries packed away. All by them, they're lonesome. That down there. Tons of other things. The stuff that I generally only move these maybe once a month. Once again, I'm just checking the integrity of the box. I'm dusting them. Things of that nature. Fun stuff. Regular stuff. Let's come over here. I need to make more space over here for my Action Man figures that are collection is starting to really grow now. My Dr. X figure right here. My Street Combat. I'm looking for more of my Action Man 007 figures. My Mortal Kombat set. Johnny Cage, Scorpion, and Raiden. Some of my all-time favorites. Very hard to come by. It was hard looking for these guys. You have to go, unfortunately, to the secondary market. These guys are hard to find, especially in the box and in great shape. I looked for years on my places like Cotswold Collectibles, some of my favorite spots. eBay unfortunately is like one of the top spots that you'll probably find these guys at. But thankfully, I found these guys at Cotswold Collectibles. And because Cotswold Collectibles, those guys themselves are collectors, they will not sell anything that's poorly damaged, in poor shape condition. And these were in fantastic condition. Let me let you see Scorpion, one of my favorites here. Mortal Kombat. See, it's very addictive, guys, because once I take one out, I want to start looking. And this is what I do, guys. I come down here with a cup of coffee. Yes, I am the only one allowed to have any beverages in the museum. No one else is allowed to do that. Only me. And I rarely do it. So Johnny Cage. I rarely bring my coffee down here, but sometimes I can't help myself because I'm going to be down here for a while. I just like to have a cup of coffee and relax. So that's that. I don't like them leaning on each other too much. This is a tough one to really do because you have to open the box, but we're gonna see if we can open the box. There we go. Get your blown out look there. My Thunderball, James Bond, Action Man figure. As you can see, his suit is in still fantastic shape now because this is a rubber that generally over time really deteriorates, but for some reason it's in fantastic condition. It stood the test of time. I closely monitor this figure because of that, just to make sure with the condition of it. But with the material, sometimes, let me close this up here, sometimes it just can't be helped. Put this back over here. Okay, come up top. This was a gift from my good buddy Terry Jackson. Thanks, Terry. As you can see, Terry, this is where it sits at. Get your blown out look. Hard to find this set. In my area, in my region, I should say. Depends on what region you live in. And here is the creme de la creme. My G.I. Joe Collectors Club, or Collectors Convention. Search for the Sasquatch. And this set is massive as it is beautiful. And as it is extremely rare, only 450 of these sets were created. So if you were one of the lucky 450 collectors to have this set, and as you can see, this box is beautiful. Look at the sheen off of it. If you were lucky enough to get this set, God bless you. It's difficult because, to find this on a secondary market, and I thank the good people at Cotswold Collectibles. They purchased a massive collection from a collector, and this was in that collection. And when I saw this come up for sale, it was not cheap, guys. You're talking about upwards of $500-600 now on a secondary market. But if you were lucky enough to get it, it's hard to get collectors to come up off of it. Sorry, guys. See, coffee's kicking in, not kicking in fast enough. I'm tripping over my words. It's hard to get collectors to really come up off of that set. You will not find that set. It's extremely rare that you'll find that set on eBay. For one, it's there's only 450 of them, and two, nobody wants to give them away. You know, they paid too much to get it. I believe the set was probably around close to $200 or $300 when it was purchased originally. So there's that. See my Plastic Zombies sticker, courtesy of David Lee. My G.I. Joes. I'm a huge G.I. Joe guy. My collection really was my bread and butter of my collection in the early days of my collecting, especially in the 90s, was the rebirth of G.I. Joe. So these G.I. Joe figures, I have tons of them. You see, look down here, I have all the Street Fighters. Blanca's still one of my favorites from this line. Look how new Blanca is. Still with the tape over his head. It's designed, it's plastic, it's designed to hold all of his hair in place. And he's got the flocking on the arms. Real hair, orange hair. I thought Hasbro did a fantastic job. And they're on the Hall of Fame bodies too. Over here you'll see my Jurassic World Mosasaurus figure. I'm looking for some place else to put him. There's my Lost in Space B9 robot. He's okay right there for now, but I'm probably gonna move him. You look at all these plastic bags, you say, M.I.B, what are all the plastic bags for? Well, they're really there to protect my beautiful G.I. Joe motorcycle, Harley Davidson motorcycle figures. Get that right there. Here's one of my favorites, the U.S. Army Courier Harley Davidson figure. Here, my Electric Glide Harley Davidson figure. And it's just easier that way. I hate dusting them. And it's just easier to protect them like that. See up here, I got Nightbreed, the NECA collector grade Decker figure. My Falcon figures. One of my favorite Hall of Fame figures right here. It's my Duke, electronic Duke figure. It says over 1,000 battle commands and sounds. Let's move this guy, Creature of Black Lagoon, out the way. And behind him is extremely rare John R. Fox figure. One of the last figures that G.I. Joe would produce back in 2004, I believe. After they really shut down the 12-inch figure line for G.I. Joe. And here are all of my other ones. All of my favorite ones here. I was showing somebody online who was talking about these figures from the early 90s, 91 through 90, 95, I believe. I have all of them. I'm not really missing any of them. Drop down here. All of my Captain Action figures. My G.I. Joe Friendship 7. Still mint in box. Never been opened. Up here, Brett O'Neill. Awesome gift there. A Halloween 2 figure, NECA figure. Keep that there. See another Son of Frankenstein, because I got the oh my goodness, Toy Shield, the Toy Shield clamshells. So I have a ton of those, and I put a lot of those figures in. It's easy. You can mount them on the wall, as you can see. Easy. Some of my older figures here from the early 70s, 71, 72, the Rookie. You know, you swing over there. There's another one. Guys, what do you think? Just a little walkthrough. We're going to go to the west wing of the museum and let you see how the new wall, I've been putting figures on the new wall, and see how that looks. So hold on one second, guys. We'll be right back. Gonna head over there right now. Okay, guys, we are back in the west wing of our museum. And just to give you guys some inside information, we are still putting this room together. This was actually a storage area with no lighting whatsoever. So I've just hooked up some temporary lighting that I am debating whether or not I'm going to put permanent lighting in here, because as a collector, and you guys know this, for your collections, the less lighting is better. You know, I don't want natural light. I really don't even want synthetic lighting, you know, in here. This room is pretty much really dark. It protects the it's nice and cool. It's dark. It protects the figures. As you can see, we have our collection of some figures up here. I told you guys I got a ton of Toy Shield clamshells. So we put some of my figures in a Toy Shield. And here's another Frankenstein. Here's my Phantom of the Opera figure, Toy Shield. I like this Hannibal Silence of the Lamb figure with the straight jacket. We gave him a Toy Shield. My Ultraman has a Toy Shield. Red Cape, Bela Lugosi, Toy Shield. My G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra collection. And you look down here, I just put a table down here recently. Guys, space is it's so precious when you get into collecting. You will not believe, especially if you're just starting out as a collector. If you're gonna keep collecting, space is, trust me, at some point in some time, space is going to become an issue. So this table like this, I set this table up here. And you can see my G.I. Joe M3 tank destroyer, which is absolutely massive. I'm gonna get you a blown out shot here. Look how big it takes up the whole table, the whole length of the table, I should say. My new World Peacekeepers military vehicle, my Jeep, and some other things that this is a temporary placement for a lot of these items. When I'm shooting videos, this is where a lot of stuff will go if I have to move stuff around real quick. So you'll see a lot of the stuff sitting in here, just waiting to be moved to another location. Here's another, my Action Man. He's just waiting to be moved to another location. All my Billie Eilish figures. More Mego figures. Here's on this wall right here, you see my retro Star Wars figures. This is a very temporary spot for these guys right now because they're getting. I've ordered special clam shells for those guys. There's some more Migos. Come around here. Another awesome David Lee offering there. My Action Man. That's where he hangs at. Pretty cool. More G.I. Joe figures. I'm going to take you over to the other wall. So hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, we are talking about that poor lighting. But here's another wall here that we use. Wall space is worth its weight in gold as well. Definitely worth its weight in gold, because the more stuff I can hang, I don't have to really pack it away or put it in boxes. So I love the fact that a lot of the FTC figures, all the FTC figures come in ready-made clamshells already. So I just like to hang it. Here's my Justice League of America Batman figure. I like this figure. The color's it's a lighter blue, not a darker blue, like that vintage Mego Batman figures. This is a more lighter version. It may not be showing up that well on the camera because of the lighting. There's one of our Ghost McCoy figures. Here is Lieutenant Sulu. I was talking to a fellow collector about that. I would like to see him in with the black phaser, things of that nature. Here's a Final Faction figures from Dollar Tree, and my buddy Lou and those guys, and David and those guys, a lot of credit for talking about that and really getting me into that Final Faction collection. Two of my favorite superheroes of all time, Superman and Shazam, sharing the same wall together. All right, guys, I'm going to take you over to another wall. So just hold on one second. And we are back. Guys, you want Mego figures? This is how many Mego figures I ordered them, and you name it, we have it. Honestly, I mean, we have so much. There's more Flash figures. Teen Wolf, still one of my favorites. The good people at movie posters, etc. I mean, they do such great work in selling these figures and having these figures readily available. I just do so much business with those guys. So this is a lot of this is definitely the majority of this is from them. So I saved the boxes because it's, as you can see, you can pack them pretty good standing up. And this is just a temporary spot for those guys. Here's our wall there. I got more figures here. There's my Wolfman. I have a lot of Wolfmans, but I put one in a toy shield. I'll put some more in there as well. There's my Batman. NECA figures. I can't get this. My Astrobot and Ultra Dinosaur, Exosaur. Generally, when I turn the light on, because there's no lighting in here, when that light comes on, because it's motion activated, he lights up, and he's like my let's see if we can get it to work here. There you go. See, he's like a really cool. Let me see here. He didn't do it that time. Let's see if he do it this time. There you go. Huh. How cool is that? More figures here. Just, I mean, tons of stuff that is waiting to be put on our new shelving. This is my gigantic, colossal Jurassic World dinosaur. That is not his name, but check the video out of the my Jurassic Park playlist. Look a little further back here. More stuff hanging around. More stuff in boxes over here. My FTC Superman figures. Just a ton of stuff, guys. A ton of stuff. My G.I. Joe Valor versus Venom voice command. You know, presses. He still works, guys, but it's so hard pressing his stomach area right here because he's got a t-shirt on. I don't want to ruin his shirt by continuously pressing that, you know, that area. But he moves his mouth, as you can see. River Salt kayak really floats. This is a gung ho. Actual kayak really floats. Pretty cool. My Navy gunner, twin mount gunner set. More stuff sitting up here. I believe this is my FTC Aquaman versus the Great White Shark. I have another space, guys, but I think I'll have to save that for the next time because it is truly too messy. But we just wanted to give you and we'll hold it right here. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, we're back in the main set, but we just wanted to really, guys, give you just a little quick update on how things are kind of going. I'm just cleaning up right now, and I realize it's been a while since I've kind of walked you guys around. We've kind of put up some more walls, as you could see. So when we get it all truly cleaned up and beautified, we'll take you more in depth with that. But for now, guys, that's all. I'm gonna get some more coffee and really start to take some of these boxes take some of these figures out of these boxes and move things around, get stuff started, get the process started. So you know the routine, guys. God bless, stay safe, and keep collecting.